If you're going to choose to mess around with these old Mercedes, there's one thing I can guarantee that you'll probably have to deal with, because we're talking about cars that are, you know, almost 30 plus years and older, and that is the front driver's seat. Okay, driving Mercedes is great, but if the front driver's seat is all broken down, it takes away from the driving experience, if I could put it mildly. So I've got a couple cars here. I've got this 240D right behind me, and then over here we have this 300SD, and both of these have front driver's seat issues. If I could call them that. They have a few issues, and we have a lot of resources available at Mercedessource to help you try to deal with your seat problems. But I want to talk specifically about these two because they're kind of two different issues. And first I want to show you this lovely seat in this 1980 240D. I'm going to kind of sneak up on this one because I don't really want to scare you. So we'll just kind of roll into the car here so you can get a good look of the, oh my word. Now, isn't that just lovely? We have an issue here. I don't think my seat spring kit is going to fix this one, and I don't think even reupholstery is a good option. You can get a lot of money if you take this to some upholstery shop. So we're going to look at a couple different options that might not be so expensive. Look at that wear point where the driver got in and out. Now granted, this car has a lot of miles on it, but if we're going to drive this 240D, we're going to make it into a daily driver, this seat has to be fixed. Okay, you're going to have to admit that's not very impressive, is it? I mean, you'd almost be embarrassed to take this somewhere and show, hey, look at this cool old Mercedes I got. So we're going to tackle this. I used to always recommend go out and try to find good used seats out of a wrecking yard, but those are getting few and far between. We do have a good blue seat. So we're going to put a blue seat in here. You say, well, that's going to be kind of, no, it's going to be ugly. No, we're going to recolor it. So if you're interested in learning how to recolor seats, I'm going to have an on-demand video on my website that will go through the process of properly recoloring one of these seats to match your current interior. This is becoming a better option now as these seats get harder and harder to find in good condition. So we're going to do that, and in a later video I'll show you the end results. But if you want the step-by-step procedure, how to take the seat apart and recolor it properly so it will last, be sure and check out that on-demand video on my website. Now let's go over here and take a look at this 300SD seat. It's a little different, but it also has some problems. Let's check out this front seat. It doesn't look too bad from here. Let's come a little closer. Okay, it's not torn. There's a little bit of wear right in this area where it's normal where people slide in and out of the car. The seat back looks fairly firm. And it appears, at least initially, that this seat might be okay. Let's sit down inside and see what happens. Oh, look at that. I can hardly see out of the dash. And I can't even see out of the windshield. I mean, literally, this thing is, you know, let me show you how far down I'm sinking in the seat. Okay, take a look. See that? And that's really typical. I mean, the seat may look okay, but I'm literally hitting the bottom here, and I can hardly see out over the windshield. That was an excellent example why, you know, you can't go by just how the seat looks. If we come over to the passenger side seat, well, you can tell it looks a little better here. Obviously, it's not gotten the wear, but the real test is when you go to push on it, say, and you can feel this seat is much firmer. Now I'm going to get down in this seat here and we'll see how much it is collapsed. Okay, I'm in the right seat. Let's take a look. Look at the difference. Can you believe that? I mean, I can feel it just sitting in the seat. It's not collapsed, and I'm sitting here looking out over the dash. In fact, my head's almost hitting the headliner. We're talking about a 6 to 8 difference in ride height there. So for this 300SD here, the best solution, the ideal solution, would be to go find a good passenger seat and put the bottom of the passenger seat on the driver's side, and that makes a great repair for this type of situation. Now, if you don't, those are getting harder to find, by the way. It's getting really tough to find good even good passenger seats. So we do have that reinforcement spring kit available on our website, and if the springs are not badly fatigued or totally destroyed in that seat, we could repair it with our seat repair kit. Well, I think you can see we got some good solutions for your seat problems, but that's not all. We have a lot of Mercedes around here that you're going to get to look at, and you're going to watch how we repair them. And I know you're going to find that very helpful as you deal with a lot of issues on your own Mercedes-Benz. So watch for future videos coming from Mercedessource.com.